Sometimes it feels like royal families live in some kind of parallel world where everything is scheduled down to the minute and there is no room for spontaneity. But the Norwegian royal family once again proves that behind the majestic titles, there are completely ordinary people with their passions, illnesses, and unexpected decisions. And that is exactly what I want to tell you about today. Because the story that unfolded in Oslo just a few days ago is so warm and human that it is simply impossible not to share it. Queen Sonja, who is known in Norway as the country's main patron of the arts, organized a truly unusual event at the royal stables and in the palace. It was the very first ceramic symposium in history, and she invited about 80 ceramic artists from all over the country. And do you know what makes this especially touching? It was not a formal royal reception with frozen smiles and rehearsed phrases. Sonia is genuinely passionate about ceramics. She understands this ancient craft, and her enthusiasm is truly contagious. When she gave her welcoming speech, everyone present could feel that she was speaking from the heart and not reading something prepared by someone else. But the most interesting part began when Sonia addressed her special guest. Among the invited was Princess Astrid, the sister of King Harald, and here one of the most charming traits of the Norwegian royal family became evident. Astrid is not just an honorary guest, she is a real professional ceramic artist with an education and many years of experience. And when Queen Sonja called her our family ceramic artist with pedigree, there was so much warmth and pride in those words that it became completely clear. These women are not just relatives by marriage, they are true friends connected by shared interests and mutual respect. You can feel a special bond between Sonia and Astrid, a bond that has been built over decades. They have lived through triumphs and challenges of royal life together, supported one another in difficult moments, and their friendship has only grown stronger with time. After the symposium at Queen Sonja's art palace, all the guests moved to the royal palace for a formal dinner. And that is where something completely unexpected happened, something that made everyone present exchange surprised glances. Among the guests suddenly appeared Crown Princess Mette-Marit, even though her name was not included in the official program of the event. Even royal experts, who usually know every detail of protocol, did not expect her appearance. To understand why this appearance became such an important moment, we need to remember what Mette-Marit has been going through in recent years. In the year 2018, she received a diagnosis that completely changed her life. Mette-Marit herself publicly explained how difficult it is for her and that she periodically needs rehabilitation. For a public figure whose life is planned out minute by minute and demands constant presence at official events, this is a real test, and Mette-Marit has faced this challenge with remarkable dignity and courage. In September of this year, the Norwegian royal court made an official announcement. The crown princess would not be carrying out any official duties for the duration of 1 month because she needed to undergo a course of pulmonary rehabilitation. This course began in October, and even after it ended, Mette-Marit continued to cancel planned events literally at the last moment. I cannot even imagine how difficult that must be. You plan to attend an important event, you prepare for it, and then you wake up in the morning and realize that physically you simply cannot do what you are supposed to do. It takes incredible strength of spirit not to fall into despair and to continue living your life. That is exactly why her unexpected appearance at the dinner became such a touching moment. Her participation in events is added to the royal calendar at the very last minute, because only in the morning can she evaluate her condition and decide whether she is able to attend. And there is something deeply human and at the same time inspiring about this. Even crown princesses are not protected from the unpredictability of health, yet Mette-Marit continues to appear wherever she can, supporting family traditions and fulfilling her duty. When she walked into the palace banquet hall, the faces of the guests lit up with genuine joy and relief. Her presence became a true gift for everyone present, especially for Queen Sonja, who is incredibly fond of her daughter-in-law. The two of them have built genuinely close relationships that go far beyond formal family ties. Sonia has always supported Mette-Marit, especially during difficult periods, and their mutual affection is obvious to anyone who follows the royal family. Mette-Marit has often said in interviews how important the Queen's support is to her, how Sonia helps her cope with the heavy burden of public life. But the Norwegian royal family continues to bring us good news. Just a few days ago, it was announced that Princess Ingrid Alexandra, the daughter of Crown Princess Mette-Marit and Crown Prince Haakon, will take part for the very first time in the awarding ceremony of the Nobel Peace Prize. On the 10th of December, she will attend the formal ceremony at the Oslo City Hall, as well as the morning event organized by Save the Children. She will be accompanied by King Harald, Queen Sonja, Crown Prince Haakon, and hopefully Crown Princess Mette-Marit, although her participation will, of course, depend on her health. Why is this such an important event? The thing is, Ingrid Alexandra is not currently living in Norway. She is living in Australia, where she studies at the University of Sydney. She is studying international relations and political economy, exactly the disciplines that will be useful for a future queen. 3 months ago, she left the cold Norwegian autumn and moved to the warm spring on the other side of the world, and it was not an easy decision for the whole family. Mette-Marit admitted in an interview that she misses her daughter very much and calls her 7 times a day, which is, you have to agree, very motherly and very sweet. Ingrid Alexandra's return home for the Nobel ceremony therefore becomes a double celebration. She will not only make her debut at one of the most prestigious events in the world, but she will also reunite with her family, whom she has not seen for several months. For Mette-Marit, this will be an especially joyful moment. Despite all the difficulties with her health, she will be able to share this important milestone in her daughter's life, to see how Ingrid Alexandra takes another step toward her future as the Queen of Norway. What touches me most in this entire story is the humanity of the Norwegian royal family. They speak openly about illnesses, about hardships, about the difficult decisions they must make every day. Queen Sonja with her sincere love for art, Princess Astrid with her ceramic workshops, Mette-Marit with her fight against illness, and Ingrid Alexandra, who balances preparing for her role as future queen with an ordinary student life and surfing. They all show us that a royal title does not cancel out one's humanity. And that is exactly why Norwegians love their royal family so much, and why we, observers from the outside, follow their lives with such interest and affection.